The captain secretly poured 3 bottles of vodka into the juice. Nobody on the plane was found. He skillfully disposed of the bottle, then drank the juice. The plane was then handed over to the co-pilot. He began to sleep soundly. This operation stunned the new co-pilot, but the purser was very calm. Fortunately, the plane flew steadily all the way. Soon the plane will arrive at its destination. The co-pilot takes over the plane. Suddenly, there was a jolt in the cabin. The passengers and staff were shocked. Only the captain, who had just woken up, was calm. The co-pilot noticed. The plane's elevator seemed to be jammed. The captain directed the purser to reassure the passengers. The next second, the plane suddenly began to fall vertically. The flight attendant, who didn't have time to return to his seat, he was thrown straight out. The co-pilot desperately pulled the deceleration device, but the altitude of the plane still plummeted. The captain immediately contacted the air traffic control center. Report to the tower and they will make an emergency landing at any time. At the current rate of descent, their chances of landing safely are almost nil. The plane was still falling rapidly. The houses above are clearly visible. To avoid residential areas, the captain made a bold decision. To stop falling, you have to turn the plane upside down. Then he turned the lever to the left. The wings were folded in cooperation with the co-pilot and the purser. Pull the reducer. The fuselage began to tilt gradually to the left. As the momentum continues to advance, the entire fuselage begins to flip. Fly upside down and let the plane taxi horizontally. Successfully avoided the residential area, but the plane's engine failed. They had to find a clearing to land. To minimize casualties, they must be before landing. Turn the plane back in its original direction, but the engine has completely lost power. The plane entered taxiing mode, but on the empty grass in front of him, suddenly a church appeared. Despite the captain's efforts to tilt the plane's angle, but it still has one wing, hit the church. At this moment, everyone could only resign themselves to fate.